Welcome to episode number 10, I do believe, of Impact Wrestling Season 2, 1978, or 1977. It's now 1989, we're in May. We had our big anniversary show. This is Season 2, we're not at the third anniversary yet. So once we're at the third anniversary, that's when Season 3 starts. Impact Wrestling Weekly episode 10, Ring of Honor, WCW, Impact Wrestling Season 2, episode 9. So yes, we're on episode 10. In a decent match, Yoko's in to defeat the Great Muta. We're at Myrtle Beach tonight. In 7:48 by from the Bonsai Drop. Great Muta 74, Yokozuna 47, but he improves in Rumble and Technical, 66C+. Congratulations to Yoko there. In a bit of good wrestling, but did have a cheat. High and Mighty defeat, winning combination 8:30 when Al Snow defeat Bob Holly by pin with the Snowplow. Bob Holly 61, Jeff Jarrett 71, Al Snow 67, Jeff Juice from the Liger 70, Liger in performance 74B-. In a bit of a great wrestling and decent match, the crowd. Scott Hall defeated Truly Blanchard in 11:54 by pin with the Razor's Edge. Scott Hall 72, Truly Blanchard 72 as well. No work improvement 77B. In a bout of fantastic and good wrestling, Roddy Piper defeated Superstar Billy Graham in 2017 by pinfall using underhand tactics. Roddy Piper 88, Superstar Billy Graham 51, no improvements. Thank you, Larry Herring. 75B-, it's only a B show, I can't complain. I'll see you for the main show in a few little ticks. Welcome to Impact Wrestling, our first impact of this episode as we head closer to turning point. 8,000 people tonight in the Myrtle Beach Centre, sold out. Number one company in the world sells it out once again. This is brilliant. An extremely short pre-show match. Every single one of these is extremely short. Oh my god. Excuse me a second. Oh, very nice. An extremely short pre-show match. Cannonball Grizzly, the Superflies, and win combination between Roy Brookside, the Killer Bees, and High and Mighty. In 4:38. And Cannonball Grizzly defeated Roy Brookside by another Cannonball Crash. Not a bad match. I've just remembered I need to do this. Excuse me a second while I quickly take this, because otherwise my IBS is going to play up because I forgot to do it. Al Snow 62, Juice from the Liger 63, Jim Burnsall 59, Brian Blair 56, Roy Brookside 49. Cannonball Grizzly 33, Bob Holly 52, Jeff Jarrett 61, Jimmy Ocean 51, and Ricky Knight 49. Roy Brookside in performance, Cannonball Grizzly in flying in performance, which is not bad. Not a bad match. That's better. Right, 60C, not bad. In a extremely short pre-show match, the Batten Twins and Nasty Boys defeat Nightmare Laws and Steiner Boys in 5:29 when Bart Batten defeated Rick Steiner by putting a handful of tights. Scott Steiner 66, Rick 60, Turocco 61, Damien 61, Jerry Sachs 46, Brian Knobs 53. Bart and Brad both on a 43. Brian Knobs in performance, Rick Steiner in performance, 60C. Jerry Sachs sustained a neck strain. Thank you, Larry Herring. I'm seeing you twice now this week. In a feature ad, Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, Big Bad Mummy, Bull Nakuni, San Candy Divine, Chainsaw, Matilda Hunt defeated Sue Sexton, Lady Apache Medusa, Dallas and Bambi in 6:48 when Big Bad Mummy defeated Dallas by from the pile driver. In terms of wing rep, Bull Nakuni was headshots of donuts. Bambi was the weak link. That's fine. 54C-. Bambi 22, Dallas 33, Medusa 54, Lady Apache 40, Susan Sexton 47, Matilda Hunt 45, Chainsaw 37, Candy Divine 46, Bull Nakuni 67, and Big Bad Mummy 34. Medusa in Rumble, Bambi in performance, Matilda Hunt in performance, Dallas in Rumble, and Susan Sexton in performance, 60-54C-. Not bad. Not bad at all. In a page about a decent match, El Panther, Al Phantasma, Blue Demon Jr., Taz, and Sabu defeat Brian Pillman, Sid Vicious, Steve Blackburn, Tiger Mask, and Conan in 5:41 when Taz defeated Conan by pin with the T-Bone Suplex, 64C. Sabu 63, Taz 49, Blue Demon 57, Al Phantasma 59, Al Panther 55, Conan 56, Tiger Mask 67, Steve Blackburn 45, Sid Vicious 47, Brian Pillman 67. Tiger Mask in performance, Taz in performance, Conan in Rumble Tech and Technal, Sid Vicious in Rumble and Blue Demon Jr. in Technal. 64C, not bad. In its short European pre-show match, Goldust, Stock Dean, Ali Park, Lightning Bolt defeat Yokozuna, Danny Collins, Shane Douglas, Mr. Perfect. In 4:54, when Lightning Bolt defeated Shane Douglas by pinfall. Lightning Bolt 61, Ali Park 56, Stock Dean 53, Goldust 57, Mr. Perfect 68, Shane Douglas 59, Danny Collins 58, and Yokozuna 47. Danny Collins in performance 65C. In the pitch, we had some pro wrestling, a little heat. Monster Ripper defeat Rockin' Robin, Vicky Williams, and Jacqueline Moore in 5:07. When Monster Ripper defeat Jacqueline Moore, both on the Big Splash. Jacqueline Moore 34, Rockin' Robin 33, Vicky Williams 56, Monster Ripper 56. Vicky Williams improving in performance. So this is why I said we've got to build up the women's division. Both the first two matches were really good. I know the one on the main card is going to be the worst women's match we've had on the show, but a 53C minus on the women's not bad. And Vicky Williams, I really happy we got her. In the next recent pre-show match, Stephen Regal, Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, Greg Valentine, Larry Zbyszko defeat Rakai Kush, The Demon, Tessia Kawada, Diamond Dallas Page, and Rey Mysterio. In 6:29, when Greg Valentine defeated Diamond Dallas Page by pinfall. Rey Mysterio got a 70, DDP 48, Tetsuya Kawada 67, The Demon 60, Rakai Kush 68, Larry Zbyszko 69. Greg Valentine 73, Bam Bam Bigelow 69, Vader 63, Stephen Regal 55. Greg Valentine and Stephen Regal both improving in performance. 72B minus. Not bad. In a short pre-show match, Simon Sawyer, Ron Simmons, Norman Smiley, and Jim Nadine defeat Axel Rotten, Alex Luger, Sting, and Daddy Rossi in 5:02, and Simon Sawyer defeat Lex Luger by pinfall. Jim Nadine 74, Norman Smiley 50, Ron Simmons 64, Simon Sawyer 67, Ted 85, Sting 67, Lex Luger 61, and Axel Rotten 40. Norman Smiley in technical performance, Ron Simmons in performance, 74B minus. We open up the entire TV taping tonight from the Myrtle Beach with Sting backstage with Big Dave and Bulk and Davey Boy and Dynamite Kid. Look at these two teams. They are powerful, and that's why they have the titles. Now look around Young Stallions and Rock and Roll Express. You could not beat them 2 weeks ago, and you want to in 2 weeks' time, and you won't in 2 weeks' time. You see, this is Impact Wrestling and is ruled by us. It is ruled by House of Cornette. We're the ones that brought the fans into the venues. We're the ones that made this company number one every single week. Now it's simple. In 2 weeks, you'll not win this gold at Turning Point. It will be your destruction. 57C minus, not bad. In the Velvet Sub-Personal hit, Luna defeated Americana in 8:15 by from the Luna Clips. She's now the Impact Knockouts World Champion. Luna 48, Americana 42. No weapons, 49D plus. Not bad actually. In about a decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Doink the Clown defeated Kyle Carmen 8:26 by from the Ruby Cushion following first from Stephen Regal. Doink the Clown 56, Kyle 50. No weapons, 58C minus. Look around, Kyle. I've taken your title. And now you got beaten by a clown. You should ask him for his makeup, because that's what you are, a clown. Since coming to Impact, you've made it a joke, and I'm glad to make this title mean something again. This is a war, Kyle, and I'm going to destroy you at Turning Point and keep my title. So Stephen Regal there coming out after them, making a statement after the match. And as we know, Kyle Carmen vs Stephen Regal is going to happen. I just want to check that this is, it is. 52D plus, not bad. In about that decent SMG, Liz Mark defeated Dave Finlay in 6:27 by pin of the Frankenstein, if you wonder where they were. Dave Finlay 58, Liz Mark 43, and No Recommend 64C. Eddie Guerrero is backstage with Benoit and Black Warrior. In 2 weeks live on pay-per-view, it's going to be us defending our gold. And this is what's going to happen. Last month in the UK, we will win. And this is what's going to happen. Like last month in the UK, we will win. You see Impact has some of the best stars in the world, and together we'll fly high and make this company continue into greater things. 56C minus. And Shane Douglas then, we come back after commercial break and then Tony stood backstage and he's got Shane Douglas there. Look around. I've been held back by this shithole of a company and Kawada. How about I go to Monday Night Raw or Nitro? They might give me some respect. I ain't going to. I want to make Kawada suffer. I will suffer making Asenberg fail. I want to make him bleed. I want him to feel my pain. I do not want to do what I did, but it has happened. And I'm sorry for that. But the Turning Point, It's going to be your last night as I retire you. 47D from Shane, not bad. I'm really enjoying that storyline. I think that's one of the best ones. Introduced match Young Stallions and Norcross Express defeat House Cornet. Of course, the Dynamite Kids and the UK Pitbulls and 725 and Paul Moon defeat Big Dave by a pin for the flying elbow drop. Robert Gesson 59, Nicky Morton 60, Jim Powers 52, Paul Ramone 52, Dynamite Kid 74, Dave Boy 72, Big Dave 50, Bulk 45, Dave Boy in performance, Paul Ramone in technical, Dynamite Kid in performance, and Bulk in performance 64C, not bad. In about decent wrestling energy, John Taylor, Tornado, Archangel defeat the Golden Heroes, Benoit, Black Warrior, and Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero 67, Black Warrior 63, Benoit 70, Archangel 55, Tornado 51, and John Taylor 49. John Taylor Rumble Techno Flying, Black Warrior Rumble Tech Flying and Performance. Tick and a tick for you two, 67C+. This is why we're one of the best. In a superb match, Jerry Lawler, Masahiro Chono, Rick Rude, Roddy Piper, and Stan Hansen for Jimmy Snooker, Scott Hall, Jim Duggan, Ricky Steamboat, and Randy Savage 553, and Masahiro Chono defeated Randy Savage by submission with the STF. Savage 72, Steamboat 88, Jim Duggan 64, Scott Hall 69, Jimmy Snooker 61, Stan Hansen 79, Roddy Piper 84, Rick Rude 66, Masahiro Chono 71, and Jerry Lawler 74. Savage in Rumble, Rick Rude in Rumble, and Techno at 75D-. Then Dusty's backstage with Andre the Giant, and Tony's meant to be there, but I don't know where the flip he is. He must have gone off and had a cup of tea. 2 weeks is going to be as locked inside a steel cage against Harley Race and King Kong Bundy. This battle will be ending there before my title match against Harley. After we won the Golden Rumble. If Vince is going to have one more title run, he's not going to get my title. You see, I carry this with pride and glory, and no matter what, no matter where Impact goes, I am there with this. Now, baby, in 2 weeks inside the four walls of hell, it's going to be us walking away with the gold. 77B from Dusty and Andre, beautiful promo. In about that great heat and good wrestling, superstar Billy Graham defeated Arn Anderson 739 by pinfall. Arn Anderson 76, superstar 56. I need to sort that out because no way was he doing 56 performances. In a superb match, Big John Studd defeated Bruce Beefcake in 741 by pinfall. Bruce 64, Big John Studd 89. No work for us. It's exactly the same as what the whoever set this save up has done with Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Sting on the freaking WCW save. I had to go and edit their flipping in-ring skills. And then we see Sting and the British Bulldogs walking down a corridor, and they find a black envelope sellotaped to the House of Cornet locker room. They open it. Inside it reads, "Bound for glory, Hell returns for your souls." Sting and the Bulldogs look worried, and they go in the locker room and shut the door. 62C, not bad. In an exceptional match, Jake Roberts defeated Shawn Michaels in 822 by pinfall. Shawn Michaels 91, Jake Roberts 88, no welcome, 77B, a beautiful match. And then Superstar Billy Graham's backstage. This is better. 77B from him for a promo. I come here because I wanted a place where the young and old mix it up. I wanted a place where age don't matter and you can be a star. Impact Wrestling is that place, and in 2 weeks I face Ric Flair, and like Kenner tonight, I'll beat Arneson. So next week I must face Julie Blanchard, but before that, watch Explosion this week as I will face the Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. So, yep, the fans in the venue have probably already seen it, but yes, so next, but, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, the people at home wouldn't have seen that match, so we need to hype Explosion as well, and the best way of doing it is going, Superstar Billy Graham, can you just cut a promo where you just mention you're going to be facing Hot Rod? You know, please, thank you. So, yeah, Superstar Billy Graham versus Julie Blanchard on the go-home edition of Monday Night Impact. 37B, beautiful. That's what we're calling the show. In a bout of fantasy and great wrestling, Truly Blanchard, Harley Race, King Kong Bundy, and Ric Flair defeated Andre the Giant, Dusty Rhodes, Bret Hart, and Kenta Kobashi 9:38 when Truly Blanchard defeated Kenta Kobashi by pinfall the slingshot suplex. That's how I wanted this to finish. Kenta 75, Bret Hart 80, Dusty Rhodes 84, Andre 71, Ric Flair 78, King Kong Bundy 64, Harley Race 88, and Truly Blanchard 72. Dusty and Techno. Harley Race still stained a drummer's elbow. King of One's getting better gimmick. Color Com's getting a match boost. 80B. Thank you for the information. We already read that. 78B, another great show. We're continuing that storyline. And Hal's coming back at Bound for Glory. Well, I don't think so, but whatever that letter says, it could be true, it could not be true. I think I'll probably have an angle in mind, because I know they're not going to. The people who it is, I know, are not going to be back till the following night, Monday. But I want them to make their presence felt at after their match at Bound for Glory. But we're going to sit here, we're going to have a quick look. Injury for High Race. Yeah, but he's unstudied. He will not be he's unstudied film. It's not to take that off. Awesome. Change for this Impact Wrestling report. The sellout crowd withdrew 9.47-05770 viewers across the entire world. Last night's Explosion did better than Monday Night Raw. What happened on Raw? Paul Orndorff and Nicola Volkov had a brawl. Didn't we have Paul Orndorff on our roster at one point? I swear we did. No, we haven't. But he is 39, so there we go. Shortlist you, because I would like to get you at some point. Pre-match for Rick Martel. Rick Martel defeated Ken Wayne, Desi Pristine, and the Iron Streak. Isn't she a woman? Yes, she is. Pre-match interview with Paul Orndorff. Paul Orndorff defeated Thunderfoot. Okay. Pre-match interview with Demolition Smash. Demolition Smash defeated Don Diamond. Then we got Hulk Hogan and Miss Elizabeth. Involving Leonard Kai and Sue Green. Leonard Kai defeated Sue Green. And then Nicola Volkov went to a no contest for Junkyard Dog in the main event. Bullshit show. Not a lot more going on really. Let's have a look at Nitro. Mark Rotundo has an interview. Then Nick Bockwinkel. Nick Bockwinkel defeated Billy Milky. Scott Owen defeated Big Red. Buddy Rose, Mike Miller. Not a lot going on there. I bet they're doing really well for money though because of the size of them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will keep you guys posted, but I'll see you guys next week for Explosion and Impact Wrestling before we hit Turning Point. I felt like experimenting with Explosion tonight. It seems to have worked. So, welcome to the new format of Explosion. It's not just bullshit and loads of wrestling. Because I felt like that isn't what Impact Wrestling is about. Impact Wrestling is about, and what all my content is about, is telling great stories and having some great wrestling matches. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Explosion. I forgot to set this up properly, but let's get this party started. We're at the Toulouse Convention Centre tonight. I don't know if we're sold out or not, but Americana's backstage. It's like, so Impact's brought back the women's division. Over a week ago, I lost my World Knockouts division. Over a week ago, I lost my world title. Now, the Knockouts have 2 bouts, but the global bout is mine. And this is the night I'm cashing in my rematch, and I will win back my title. Beautiful promo there from Americana. You're going to see a few promos on tonight's Explosion, because this is a new setup of Explosion, and I'm really excited. But yes, Americana says she's going to be cashing in the rematch against Luna for that women's title. Yes, that's happening live on pay-per-view. 370, not bad opener. This is a B show. In a battle, decent match with the Demon and Ali Park defeat Brian Pillman and Tiger Mask in 7:38 when Ali Park defeat Brian Pillman both with the Sky Twist Press. Ali Park 58, the Demon 59, Tiger Mask 67, Pillman 67, Tiger Mask in points 68C+. In a decent match, Mr. Perfect defeat DDP in 7:47 by Pivot of the Henningplex. Mr. Perfect 68, Diamond Dallas Page 48, No Work 65C. And then Tornado and Archangel come out to the ring. And they kind of hit. I like to do a bit of kayfabe breaking and a bit, bit of fun, poking fun at the booking team and stuff, aka me at myself sometimes. This other night, we'll face Benoit and Black Warrior for their titles. You see, Impact Wrestling is now trying new stuff and asking us to cut a promo in the ring on Explosion. Look, I hate this idea, but hey, you like it? Why? Because you are all idiots, the same as the two champions. Like two champions. All around the Impact, you'll see we are the best two high flyers in this company. And this Sunday night, we'll prove it when we win the gold. Beautiful promo there from Tornado, a 51D plus, and he's talking on behalf of Archangel. A beautiful little promo. And then we got Medusa. Look around. Big Bad Mummy, you think I'm scared of you? Hell no. I'm not scared of no woman. Around here, it's going to be a war. How about you bring out Luna and I bring out Americana and we have a tag match right now. 58C minus. Beautiful Medusa. In a battle at decent wrestling, but Big Bad Mummy and Luna defeat Americana and Medusa in 8:28 when Big Bad Mummy defeated Americana by pin for using on-hand tactics. In terms of ring with Medusa on shoulders, but that's Big Bad Mummy with the weak link. Medusa 67, Americana 47, Luna 53, Big Bad Mummy 38, Americana Rumble a 60C. That is the best women's match we have had on Explosion or on Impact or on a pay-per-view since we brought the women's division back last month. Really happy with that 60C. Beautiful. In about a decent wrestling cheat, the Killer Bees defeat the Superflies in 7:50 when Brian Blair defeated Ricky Knight by pin with the Bee Stinger. Jimmy Ocean 55, Ricky Knight 50, Jim Burns on 62, Brian Blair 58. Nowhere Promo 61C. Our main event of the night is Bret Hart taking on Masahiro Chono. A rivalry that has been synonymous with Impact for a while now. Reheat here on Explosion tonight. I'm really happy with this Explosion. This style's sticking. I love it. So what I will do is this is a kind of an idea I've had. I'm going to be setting 3 storylines for Explosion after Bound for Glory. Those storylines will stay on Explosion. They'll only be told on Explosion. The idea being is that Explosion is like this mid-card B show, and we can tell better stories for those wrestlers on the Explosion, giving them a chance to shine, build their powers up. And I think it's a great place, for the women's division to be able to tell their stories for their titles as well. Because it gives you, if you want to, if you're just doing a wall-to-wall hour of wrestling, fans are not going to tune in and watch it. They might tune in occasionally to watch a certain match, like maybe tonight's main event, because it's a historic rivalry of Impact if you've been watching for a while. But they wouldn't otherwise. So I want to give the fans a reason to watch Explosion, this B show. I want to give them that reason to join in the fun. I'm treating this as a real company, as if it was happening in real life, even though it's not. In a battle of superb wrestling and great heat, Masahiro Chono defeated Bret Hart in 16:09 by pinfall. Chono 78, Bret Hart 80, Masahiro Chono flying. The reason that he got a 71C is probably because of the time restraints. But that's where we end tonight's show is 69C plus. My friends, it has changed. It is happening. Explosion has changed the face of wrestling. Impact is back again once again. I'll see you guys for Impact in a few ticks. Hello. We're back with the Go Home edition of Impact Wrestling. 8,900 people have packed out the Toulouse Conference Centre tonight, and I can tell you for a fact that is a sold-out crowd. In the pre-show, decent wrestling, Little Heat, Medusa, Jacqueline Moore, Dallas, Bambi, and Americana defeat Bull Nakuni, Big Bad Mama, Luna, Matilda the Hun, and Monster Ripper. In 5:24, when Medusa defeated Big Bad Mummy by pin for the German suplex. Americana 44, Bambi 29, Dallas 33, Jacqueline Moore 36, Medusa 59, Monster Ripper 56, Matilda the Hun 48, Luna 56, Big Bad Mummy 42, and Bull Nakuni 63, Bambi and Technical 56C minus. Not bad. In extremely short pre-show match, the Rock and Roll Express and the Young Stallions drew the House Call Net 5:05 following a double disqualification. Jim Powers 51, Paul Ramone 50, Robert Gibson 68, Ricky Morton 61, Big Dave 51, Bulk 45, Dynamite Kid 76, and David Boy 74. David Boy in performance and Dynamite Kid in performance 67C plus. In a short pre-show match, Cannibal Grizzly, the Baton Twins, and Winning Combination defeat Brookside, the Killer Bees, and Steiner Brothers in 4:51 when Cannibal Grizzly defeat Roy Brookside by the Cannibal Crash. Scott Steiner 65, Rick Steiner 53, Jim Burnsall 56, Brian Blair 56, Roy Brookside 51, Cannibal Grizzly 33, Holly 52, Jeff Jarrett 58, Brad Batten 43, Bart Batten 43, Brad 41, Rick Steiner in performance, Brian Blair in Rumble, and Brad in performance 60C. Not bad. In the pre-show battle, Subpar Wrestling, a little heat, Candy Divine and Chainsaw defeat Susan Sex and Lady Patch in 5:60 when Candy Divine defeat Lady Patch by the Candy Drop. Lady Patch 41, Susan Sex 47, Chainsaw 37, Candy Divine 45, Chainsaw in performance 47D. Not bad. In a really short pre-show match, Al Panther, Al Phantasma, Blue Demon Jr., Taz and Sabu defeated Steve Blackburn, Dave Finlay, Tiger Mask, Super Vicious, and Conan in 4:48 when Al Panther defeated Steve Blackburn by pinfall for the standing top rope Frankensteiner. Sabu 59, Taz 49, Blue Demon Jr. 55, Al Phantasma 60, Al Panther 56, Conan 58, Sid Vicious 45, Tiger Mask 67, Dave Finlay 59, Steve Blackburn 53, Sabu in Rumble, Conan in Technical, and Sid Vicious in Rumble. 65C, not bad. Nice little match. In a decent pre-show match, Bam Bam Bigelow won a Battle Royal in 10:05. The other members of the Final Four were Bruce Beefcake, Jimmy Snuka, and Lightning Bolt. With Bruce Beefcake being the final elimination, Bam Bam Bigelow got the most eliminations over the course of the match. Sustained a bicep rip. Nice. Don't know how was going. Any workers? Bruce Beefcake in Rumble, Technical Performance. Jimmy Snuka in Flying. Burn the Clown in Rumble and Flying. Danny Collins in Performance and Cole Karma in Rumble. So you got Bam Bam Bigelow, Pillman, Beefcake, Danny Collins, Doink the Clown, Goldust, Jimmy Snuka, Carl Karma, Ali Park, and Lightning Bolt. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there is all 10 there. So yeah, that's 10-man Battle Royal. Thought it'd be a bit of fun. Goes to 69C+. I just thought it'd be a bit of fun to throw 10 people into a thing. Thank you, Blackjack Mulligan. We're also going to have someone else join who I'm using in another series. In a decent pre-show match, Ron Simmons, Rey Mysterio Jr., Norman Smiley, Liz Mark, and Doc Dean defeated Greg Valentine, Mr. Perfect, Rick Rude, Shane Douglas, and Vader. In 7-11, when Ron Simmons defeated Vader by pinfall with the Dominator. Doc Dean 54, Liz Mark 43, Norman Smiley 52, Rey Mysterio Jr. 70, Ron Simmons 64, Vader 65, Shane Douglas 63, Rick Rude 73, Mr. Perfect 69, and Greg 69. Vader in Technol, Greg Valentine in Performance, and Rick Rude in Rumble. Shall we get on with the main card now? One issue Mr. T would make his first on-screen appearance in a while. He has been on pre-show doing commentary. Mr. T looked good. Ric Flair came out looking as good. Woo! This Sunday night, the Ninja Boy Ric Flair faces Billy Graham, and this title will be on the line. Now, truly, tonight you'll face him, and on Sunday you get the little kid Kenta Kobashi. Last week, Truly pinned you in a huge main event, and he'll do it again live and prove you're not good enough to face me for my gold. Woo! Look around here. This is a place we are the best in Impact Wrestling. Get rid of the house corner. You don't need them. You got us, the 4 horsemen. With this, Kenty, Rikai Kush, and Billy Graham runs out from the back and starts brawling with the horsemen. They get the upper hand, but the horsemen get the upper hand because of Ollie Anderson. Then Mr. T's music hits. What you gonna do? Sucker! Look, you fools! I might not have been here for a few weeks because I've been sorting out some things for the TV show Down Under in 2 weeks. Yes, we're going to Australia in 2 weeks' time. I've decided. I've had it. So Ollie, you're banned from ringside, and Arn and Rick, you're taking on Kenta and Rick Kush right freaking now. Should you banter the show and learn to show more charisma? So 5B minus. We open up the night with a huge match. In the battle of Superb Wrestling and Good Heat, Rikai Kushi and Kenta Kobashi defeated Ric Flair and Arn Anderson in 804 when Rikai Koshi defeated Arn Anderson by submission of Scorpion Deathlock. Kenta Kobashi 75, Rikai Koshi 68, Arn Anderson 83, Ric Flair 84. No work improvements, but I thought Rikai Koshi deserved the win. He's been so low on the card, I need to get him up into the upper mid card scene ASAP, to be honest, and that's what my plan is with him. 76B minus, beautiful. And also Rikai Koshi is Kenta Kobashi's protege. Rikai Koshi's protege. So there you go. That's another reason why they've always been put together. An extraordinarily short match. The Golden Heroes drew with Archangel, Tornado, and John 10 with 5:16 following a double countout. Eddie 67, Benoit 70, Warrior 62, 10-52, Tornado 55, Archangel 55, 10 in technical and Archangel in performance. And then after the match, Eddie, Chris, Black Warrior, you know the ritual. I've decided to do this again, where they all just can't stop fighting and brawl up the ramp. It's a great way to close out and get everybody hyped, ready for Turning Point. You wait until the flipping go home show for Bound for Glory this year. Then. In a battle of decent wrestling moment, Steve Regal defeated Diamond Dallas Page in 7:39 by pinfall. Regal makes Feathers number 1 of his Impact Unicorn title. DDP 47, Regal 55, no bonus 56C minus. And then Kyle Karma comes out and goes, look, you want to make me look like a clown? It's you that does, because you picked a fight with me. You see, I never thought I would even have held 2 titles by this point in my career, or be wrestling for the biggest company in the world. Remember, he's only a 1 year pro at this point. We brought him in when he was a rookie. This is a battle you can't win. And when you think I've given up, I will come back again. Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express, and the Young Stallions are backstage, and they go, look around you, Bulldogs, and give it. Because you think you're going to keep them titles, it's not going to happen. This Sunday, both of us will win the gold, and next week, right here on Impact, right here next week, we'll be standing here, Impact Tag Team Champions. So he's saying that both teams are going to win the belts next Sunday. Quite interesting to see. In about a decent amount of member treat, the Nasty Boys defeat High and Mighty in 747. Brian Knobs defeat Al Snow by putting the double DDT. Al Snow 69, Juice from the Liger 70, Jerry Sags 52, Knobs 52. Al Snow in performance, Juice from the Liger in performance 70C+. The Nasty Boys. We go backstage and we go, look at you, Dusty. So blind and dumb you think Cage is going to stop us. You think a Cage is going to stop us. Let's look at the past. Let's look past Turning Point and let's look at Bound for Glory. When I become world champion, Impact will be under the reign of Harley Race. Now, Bound for Glory, the Man Beast King Kong Bundy will face Andre the Giant, and he'll kick him to the curb too. This is a war. This war is going to be awesome when we prove this all inside the cage Sunday night. Whoa! I have already started booking or started doing the radio shows, as you can see here. I forgot to name this. You can see the time difference. The reason being is I was booking this show and I decided that it was about time I went for Buddy to start cooking my lunch. So yeah, that's what happened there. Explosion. I don't care if it's not spelled right. That's free. Awesome. But yeah, that's a radio show, which really was difficult to get my head around. But I forgot this needs to go out on Sunday and I didn't book it. David Boy and Kid and Dynamite Kid are walking down a corridor when the lights go out. They come on. They're covered in this red liquid that looks like blood. Probably not. It's probably cornstarch or something. They scream and run away. Basically, 60C from these guys. It does advance the tag team storylines, but what the hell's going on here? I'm bringing back a feud I loved. In an exceptional match, Shawn Michaels defeated Bret Hart in 747 by pin with the Sweet Chin Music. Shawn Michaels 92, Bret Hart 82. No work going for 76B minus. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. In a decent match, Nightmare Laws defeated Superfly, the longest reigning tag team champions in the history of Impact, even though they were the only champions up until recently when the Bulldogs took it off them. When Damien 666 defeated Jimmy Ocean by pin with a powerbomb, Jimmy Ocean 52, Ricky Knight 54, Torocco 65, Damien 666 66, Jimmy Ocean and Ricky Knight in performance. 660 plus, not bad. Jessica Harder and Shane Douglas have a massive brawl in the parking lot. They use weapons and God knows what else. You know the ritual. I just couldn't think of a promo for these two, so I did that. In an exceptional match, Jerry Lawler, Stan Hansen, Lex Luger defeated Ricky Steamboat, Jake Roberts, and Big John stood in 803 when Jerry Lawler defeated Ricky Steamboat by pin with a pile driver. Big John stood 87, Jake Roberts 88, Ricky Steamboat 87, Lex Luger 60, Stan Hansen 87, Jerry Lawler 85. No work improvements. Lex Luger might be got rid of. I've got no use for him at the moment. He's just not improving. He's sticking around the 60 and he's a waste of space. And he's up in the upper mid cards, but I've got no plans for him in the future because I just can't get him to where I want him to be. In a battle of fantasy and great wrestling, Jim the Neidhart, Randy Savage, Dusty Rhodes, and Andre the Giant defeat Harley Race, King Kong Bundy, Masahiro Chono, and Roddy Piper in 641. When Jim the Neidhart defeated King Kong Bundy by pin with the level flatliner. Andre 71, Dusty 81, Randy Savage 73, Jim the Neidhart 70, Roddy Piper 84, Chono 72, Bundy 61, and Harley Race 81. Dusty in Rumble and Technol, and Randy in Rumble. That's not too bad. I think Roddy Piper will just make, before he goes to film this movie, so I think he'll just make it to Bound for Glory, I'm hoping. Because I've got some big plans for Roddy and Bound for Glory. Your main event tonight, of course, is Billy Graham and Truly Blanchard. In a battle of superb wrestling and great heat, superstar Billy Graham defeated Truly Blanchard in 2004. Truly Blanchard 75, superstar Billy Graham 84. Unless I do a call commentary on that great boost. In a poor post-show match, Rocky Robin defeated Vicky Williams 754 by from the Bulldog. Rocky Robin 32, Vicky Williams 57. These two have pretty good chemistry, which is nice. 30-16 minus. In an extremely short pre-show match, Tessie acquired and defeated the Demon in 455 by from the Backdrop. The Demon 56, Tetsuya Kawada 67, Nowhere Prince 47D. In a post-battle Great Wrestling and International card, Sting, Teddy Rossi, and Yokozuna defeat Scott Hall, Sergeant Slaughter, and the Great Muta in 8-12 when Sting defeated the Great Muta by pinfall. The Great Muta 76, Sergeant Slaughter 63, Scott Hall 78, Yokozuna 51, Teddy DiBiase 90, and Sting 73. Yokozuna and Techno and the Great Muta and Rumble. We're going to end the show there. That is the final angle. 72B minus. It lost its popularity in 2 regions. I think the main event fucked us up. I think that should have been the main event, which is what I wanted to do, but I thought, no, Billy Graham main event. So, but it still increased our popularity in 43 regions, lost it in 2. Let's advance and see what WWF and WCW have got on us. Lex Luger's original manager in Florida. Also managed Harley Race for a time. Owner of Florida Championship after the death of Eddie Graham. Masudi would serve an almost backstage enforcer for that promotion many years. And a responsible training great number of many stars. Well, I'm not bringing you in to manage Lex Luger, and Lex Luger has gone off my roster, so he can go to WWF or WCW or wherever the hell he wants, because he's not going to be with Impact any longer. I've been watching him, and he's been on 60 now for over a year, and I'm just not happy with the improvements from Lex Luger. I've even got rid of him in the WCW, so we've got 72B minus, we're on top of the list. WWF Raw is just behind us at 71C. Finally, we had Hulk Hogan in action as he went to double countout against Tito Santana in the main event. Etsuyu Yakumuzi defeat Velvet McIntyre. Honky Tonk Man defeat Dino Bravo. I do like Honky Tonk Man. I know some people don't, but I do. I think Honky Tonk Man's amazing. So we're getting him on this list. Butch Reed defeat Dory Funk Jr. Stone Cold Killers defeat the Rude Brothers. Then we had Hulk Hogan and Miss Elizabeth. Every week they seem to put Miss Elizabeth with Hulk Hogan. Now it's not what I'm interested in. I swear we had Dory Funk on our roster at one point. Let's have a look. Nope, we haven't. Okay. Must be another series. Anyway, that's that. WCW is all the way down at the very bottom. Is the 11th thing. Yeah, but Nick Bockwell went to no cost to us for Bob Humer, Bob Orton Jr. These guys should be really, losing popularity now. Let's have a look at them. Because they're up there. They're a cult company. You see their popularity. It's just got to be dropping. But they can get... they've got quite a good few people, but, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you Sunday night for the live Turning Point pay-per-view. Thank you for watching. That'll be the final part of this episode. So we'll see you Sunday. Are we going to record this time without breaking? Right, as I said previously, this is episode 10. Next week, you need episode 11 and 12, which is going to be released at 2 separate times next Saturday. If I get it recorded in time, we'll see how I'm getting on. I'm going to promise you this. I will get it done whether or not this wedding gets in my way or not. Because the wedding is... you can see I'm recording this on the 15th. You already got all this. So I am recording this for this date. The wedding is here. So I have got a bit of time. I should be able to get it done because it only takes me a morning. Maybe I'll sit down and just get on with it one day. In the picture, I had Pro Wrestling, Little Heat, Taz, Roy Brookside, Sabu defeat Balls Mahoney, Glacier, and Mr. Illar, one half of the Forces of Nature. In 740, when Sabu defeated Mr. Illar by count of triple jump moonsault. Sabu 60, Brookside 49, Taz 47, Mr. Illar 30, Glacier 45, Balls Mahoney 38, Mr. Illar in flying, and Roy Brookside in performance. Who remembers the Forces of Nature? Well, they could possibly be making a comeback. I'm thinking about it. In the future, I had decent wrestling with cheat. The Batten Twins defeat High and Mighty and the Killer Bees and the Nasty Boys. In 10-20, the order elimination was High and Mighty first, then the Killer Bees, then the Nasty Boys, then finally the Nasty Boys. Al Snow 69, Liger 70, Brad Batten 47, Bart Batten 47, Brad 51, Jim Burnsall 61, Brian Blair 59, Sags 57, Nob 62. Brian Nobbs in Techno, 66C+, not bad for the second match on the pre-show tonight. In the pre-show, I had decent wrestling, but did have a cheat. El Panther, El Phantasma, and Blue Demon Jr. defeat Cannibal Grizzly, Steve Blackburn, and Tiger Mask 744, and El Phantasma defeat Steve Blackburn by pinfall and power slam. Blue Demon 53, El Phantasma 55, El Panther 56, Tiger Mask 66, Steve Blackburn 51, Cannibal Grizzly 33, Tiger Mask in performance, Cannibal Grizzly in flying 59C. In a battle, decent wrestling with Dave Finney and Sid Vicious defeat Lizmark and Light in Bolt in 621 when Dave Finney defeated Lizmark by pinfall the spear. Lightning Bolt 62, Lismar 38, Steve Vicious 45, Finley 57, Noah Chris 57C minus. In about decent rest in the middle of the street, Vicky Williams defeated Lady Apache in 801 by pinfall. Lady Apache 42, Vicky Williams 59, Noah Bromans a 53C minus. We're now on to the big one. Just give me a second because I'm trying to work out what's going on with the fiance because she's having her hair done over in where her mum lives at Downham. She's now about an hour and 10 minutes away. I'm trying to work out what's going on because her and her mum are meant to be doing shopping afterwards because we desperately need food because we've got no money. So her mum's doing it. 65C opening angle, but we're not going into all my business tonight. Let's get on with this. Tonight is the final roadblock on the way to Bound for Glory. This is a night where anything can happen and will happen. Everybody wants a spot on the biggest night of the year, and now Impact Wrestling and Slim Jims presents Turning Point. We see a packed venue full of excited fans waving signs, and then Pyro goes off on the special stage. But we've got Tanao Sedez, which is just left of the stage, and Jim's probably annoyed because he's a bit closer to Pyro, which we make sure he isn't. Welcome, wrestling fans, to Turning Point. Tonight, everybody is ready for next month for the biggest pay-per-view of the year. But tonight, it is as big as ever. It just goes, this will be a big night, and my God, I can't wait, with 2 women's title matches and a bigger division like never before. And Bobby goes, look, we are number 1 for a reason, and tonight we prove to everybody with another great show. Oh yes, I've been on high and spree. The women's division is nearly as big as the men's division. In about a decent wrestling video match, Luna defeated Americana in 15:26 by pinning the Lunar Eclipse. She makes defense number 1 of her Impact Impact Knockouts World title. Americana 38, Luna 56, no weapons 54C minus. Not bad. In about a decent wrestling match, Tessie Aquada defeated Shane Douglas in 1v1 Falls Canyon match in 14:51 by pinning the Backdrop Driver. Shane Douglas 56, Tetsuya Aquada 65, no weapons 67C plus. In a decent match, the Young Stallions win back their tag team titles after defeating the UK Bitballs in 14 minutes 18 when Jim Powers defeated Big Dave by pinning the double dropkick. Young Stallions are now 2-time Impact World Tag Team titles. Jim Powers 55, Paul Ramone 53, Big Dave 52, Bulk 40. No weapons, really off his game for some reason. 56C minus. Don't know why. In a decent match, Larry Zbyszko, Mr. Perfect, Sting, Doink the Clown, and Steve Lombardi makes his return to the main roster. Defeated the Great Muta, Rikai Koshi, Rey Mysterio Jr., Diamond Dallas Page, and Sergeant Slaughter in 807 when Sting defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. by pinfall. Yep, so Steve Lombardi is replacing the recently released and got rid of freaking Lex Luger. Sergeant Slaughter 67, Diamond Dallas Page 48, Rey Mysterio Jr. 64, Rikai Koshi 69, Great Muta 71, Steve Lombardi 53, Doink the Clown 57, Sting had an in-ring performance of 72, Mr. Perfect 69, and Larry Zbyszko 67. Great Muta and Rumble, Steve Lombardi in performance, Doink the Clown Fly. If anyone's been interested where he's been down in Global Force training up. When I actually did release Lex Luger, I went through the entire roster down there of people, and he was the one who stuck out to me like, yes, I want you. I have a plan for him, which might not come into effect until around about after lockdown. But yeah, I have plans for him, whereas Lex Luger is just... I don't like him as a wrestler. I didn't like him in WWF. I didn't like watching him in WCW. I don't like Lex Luger. End of argument. Just saying. In about a great wrestling and a decent wrestling card, Kenta Kobashi defeated Truly Blanchard in 14:55 by Phil the Orange Crush. Kenta Kobashi 77, Truly Blanchard 68, no work for him, an 80B. Beautiful. Yeah, Truly Blanchard got an injury from Kenta. Oh well. In about a decent wrestling retreat, Vader, Brian Pillman, Danny Collins, and Conan and Yokozuna defeat Doc Bean, the Demon, Norman Smiley, Goldust, and Annie Park in 7:33, and Conan defeat Goldust by pinfall. By the way, there is a big match on tonight's card, and this match will result in the main event of tomorrow night's Impact Wrestling. Annie Park 56, Goldust 55, Norman Smiley 51, the Demon 62, Doc Dean 55, Yokozuna 50, Conan 57. Danny Collins 56, Brian Pillman 67, and Vader 70. Conan Technol, Yokozuna and Technol, Vader and Technol, and Danny Collins in performance 66C plus. Tick. In above a decent wrestling membership, Black Warrior defeated Archangel in 14:38 by a 450 splash. He makes defense number 3 of his Impact X Division title. Archangel 48, Black Warrior 54. Archangel in performance 58C minus. That's why it went lower than the other one. In about a decent wrestling with cheat, the Steiner brothers defeated Superflies in 7:53 and Rick Steiner defeated Jimmy Ocean by from the Steiner device. Scott Steiner 69, Rick Steiner 61. Jimmy Ocean 55, Ricky Knight 55. Jimmy in performance, Ricky in performance. So any match that's below the 15-minute mark are just matches I've thrown on the card to kind of fill up the time, basically. Even though we went way over and we're probably 5 hour long pay-per-view here, but I don't care. So this winner of this match is going to be main eventing Impact Wrestling tomorrow night against Dusty Rhodes. So in a battle of superb wrestling and great heat, Roddy Piper won a battle royal in 1540. The other members of the final four were Scott Hall, Jake Roberts and Ricky Steamboat, with Scott Hall being the final elimination. Big John still got the most eliminations over the course of the match. Roddy Piper, my friends, is going to be main eventing tomorrow night's TV taping, and he will be facing Dusty Rhodes for the Impact World title. My reasoning behind this is because the world title hasn't been on the line for a while, and I feel that we needed to get it on the line at some point, because if we can, there isn't a way of doing it right now, but I think if you looked at it, it probably hasn't been defended since Slammiversary. 76 B minus, not bad. I might be wrong on that. I might have done it on the TV, but that's fine. In a decent match, Eddie Guerrero defeated John Tenner at 14:34 by pinfall with Frog Splash. He makes fans number 4 of the Impact United States title. Tenner 46, Eddie 72. John Tenner and Eddie have great chemistry and no performance. Tenner and Technical Flying at 68C+. Tick. In a battle of terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd eat, Tammy Jones returns. Bambi, Babe the Farmer's Daughter, Sally the Farmer's Daughter, and Amy the Farmer's Daughter defeated Bull Nakuni, Chainsaw, Devil Masumi, Linda Dallas, and Little Egypt in 8:22. When Tammy Jones defeated Little Egypt by pinfall, in terms of where Bull Nakuni was head, shoulders, and nuts. Blah, 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 blah. Let's take more gimmicks. Amy the Farmer's Daughter, 31. Sally the Farmer's Daughter, 18. Babe the Farmer's Daughter, 17. Bambi, 32. Tammy Jones, 37. Little Egypt got a 12. Jeez. Linda Dallas, 46. Devil Masumi, 27. Chainsaw, 36. And Bound Nakuni, 63. Devil in performance and Little Egypt in performance. Right. I don't care about in-ring performances from any of these girls. This is, some of these are quite young. Some of these have been in Glow. So their in-ring work wasn't that important. It is now. I am going to give all the women I've hired 2 years. Right? So May in 1991. At that point, I will reassess the Knockouts division, but I'm not going to worry about it now. 18s, 17s, and a freaking 12, I don't care. Little Egypt, she's a lovely looking girl. But yeah, she's probably way older than that now. But yes, as you can see, she's improved in performance. So she got a 12. Next week it might be a 13. We'll see what happens tomorrow night on Impact. In a bit of a decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat, Steven Regal defeated Carl Carmen 15:24 by pinfall after using the brass knucks. Steven Regal made defense number 2 of his Impact and Continental title. Carl Carmen 46, Steven Regal 58, no occurrence 50 UC minus. And as well, we've got the house shows, and this is why we don't see a lot of improvements. It's because a lot of the wrestlers are improving on the house shows, except for Lex Luger, who's only improved by 2 places since 2 years ago. Yes. In about that good wrestling in a decent match, crowd and ringing combination defeated Nightmare Lords when Bob Holly defeated Tarocco by pinfall by using underhand tactics. Bob Holly 59, Jeff Jarrett 73, Tarocco 65, Damon 66, 64. No weapon 72 B minus. In a decent match, Big Bad Mummy defeated Medusa on 13:44 by from the pile driver. Big Bad Mummy makes defense number 2 of the Impact Knockouts title. Medusa 57, Big Bad Mummy 36. No weapon, but a nice little match. Both of the women's title matches have been good tonight, which is all I care about. 54 C minus. Beautiful. In about a good wrestling, a decent match, the crowd, the British Bulldogs defeated the Rock and Roll Express at 15:29. When David Boy Smith defeated Ricky Morton by the power clean, lifting, and diving headbutt. Bulldogs makes defense number 3 of their Impact World Tag Team titles. Robert Gibson 57, Ricky Morton 60, Diamond Kid 76, David Boy 71. Ricky Morton in Rumble and Robert Gibson in Flying. David Boy and Diamond Kid both in form 74 B minus. Beautiful. In a bit of a decent wrestling, but on my cheat is Chris Benoit defeated Tornado in 14:48 by submission. Benoit makes defense number 5 of his Impact light heavyweight title. Tornado 52, Benoit 70, no work improvement, 71C+. In a battle of fantastic heat and great wrestling, Harley Race and King Kong Bundy defeat Andre the Giant and Dusty Rhodes in a 2v2 cage classic match in 25:01 when Harley Race defeated Dusty Rhodes by pinfall after using hand-to-hand tactics. Rhodes 87, Andre 69, King Kong Bundy 86-1, Harley Race 88, Dusty Rhodes and Technol. That's going to be gone. It's just going to be by pinfall because I didn't ask for it to be tainted at all. 82B, thank you. That's not why I booked the thing. In a bout of fantastic heat and great wrestling, Ric Flair defeated Superstar Billy Graham in 27:36 by pinfall after Ollie Anderson interfered. Ric Flair makes defense number 2 of the Impact Championship. Superstar Billy Graham 77, Ric Flair 70, no work improvements. These two don't click and make fun about. Do you know Ric Flair is on a 10-year contract with Impact? Just thought I'd mention that. After the match, Ric Flair is celebrating his victory in the ring when Kenta runs in and beats down Flair to the mat. That ends tonight. That's probably going to be a really bad pay-per-view. Nope, 79B, increased our problem in 45 regions. I am not annoyed with that. I'm afraid, though, that their matches are not going to get any sort of praise because they don't click and it made for an awful bout. That was our main event of the night, our longest match of the night as well. So, fuck it. Harley Race, Andre, and Dusty were very happy. Thank you for watching episode number 10. I'll see you next week for episode 11 and 12 when we'll finally get to Bound for Glory.